mistaken, this is part 4 of Professor Layton and Pandora's Box for the Nintendo DS. Let's continue our playthrough. Keep this under your hats, but you know that hole in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that. A dog, officer? Which dog? Inspector Chelmia had an altercation with a canine by a path in the northeast corner of town. Well, dogs can sniff out mean people, you know. That's just more proof that he needs to be nicer. He may seem a bit prickly at times, but he's actually quite kind. Having said that, the story I heard about him concerns one of his less friendly episodes. Oh. Chelmy sent the squad out to investigate... No, sorry, okay, never mind. Chelmy sent a squad out to investigate an incident before leaving. He said this: I want you to search the entire area shown on this map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turned in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden. The bobbies completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by the reports, though, it seems at least one man was loafing on the job. Touch the numbers you think are suspicious to mark them with an X. Okay, yeah, I think I can see what this is. Yeah, it's probably something where it takes either an odd or an even number of turns to complete a round and then come back to the starting point. Like without making any taking any U-turns. I think that's what it is anyway. Yeah, no matter how I trace the path on the map, it's always going to take an even number of turns to finish a route and come back to the starting point. Okay, sorry. Hello, Monica. I'm good, and I did have a better sleep last night than I did the 2 nights prior. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your concern. At least I don't feel any more tired than the normal amount, shall we say. But what about you? How has your day been? I think this is it.
This should do the trick.
Yep, that's good.
Huh. Wonderful.
Sharp thinking, the 2 men who took 105 and 130 turns must have been slacking off. Since the men started out on the horizontal path, you can infer that if they turned an odd number of times, they'd end up on a vertical path. Conversely, if they made an even number of turns, they'd end up on an horizontal road. Any bobby who did his job properly would have to turn an even number of times to get back to the station, which is at the end of a horizontal road. Yeah, right, I didn't count horizontal or vertical or anything like this, but... Good too. Bought a giant sweater for when we leave for camping. You're going camping? Soon? Because you're... well, I guess at night, yeah, it might get cold, yeah. Because otherwise, I was gonna say, do you think it's gonna be so cold that you should be wearing a sweater? But I guess if you're camping, then at night you might want to be wearing one. Yeah, Sunday? Now I must be off. The inspector and I need to sweep the area for more clues. Do watch yourselves when out on the streets. There's no telling what's out there. Likewise, officer. Okay, I got a diary key. Something the matter? You look rather downtrodden, my good man. Oh, don't mind me, sir. I just get a little gloomy when I think about how slow business has been lately. To be honest, just thinking about it puts a rain cloud over my head. Well, how would you like a cup of tea? I'd be happy to make one for you, and you'd be surprised what it can do for your mood. And you come back Friday at some point? Well, hopefully you at least get good weather. I hope so for you. I'd appreciate it. Maybe something spicy will cure me of this case of the blues. Yeah, I should mention, I wrote down the list of recipes for tea, and I already brewed all those that I had access to with my current ingredients. So I have 2 more types. Yeah, well, you've been the most faithful of all my watchers on the channel, so I'll certainly miss you, but well, at least you should have a good time. Hopefully. I mean, camping has to be just as good, right? Or otherwise, why leave for camping? So I hope you have a good time at least. This one is spicy. He says he wants something spicy. Ah, a smile spreads across Kranz's face. He seems relaxed and cheerful. Ah, so that paid off. Being able to have access to all the different kinds of tea that I should have access to at this point. Oh my, that is delicious. Each sip reveals more flavors. It's like the tea I drank as a child. Back then, Duke Harrison would visit our hotel often, and no one spread ridiculous rumors about vampires. Yes, they were simpler times, but when you look at what gold did to the people here, well, let's just say I preferred the days gone by. Oh, he has a puzzle too. Welcome back, sirs. Still busy with your investigation, I see. Though lovely, our town is quite vast, so take care not to tire yourselves out. I'm sure your feet must be sore, so why not sit for a moment and enjoy this puzzle I've prepared? That's nice of you. Yeah, should the need arise, I should ask you then. Okay. That's super nice. Thank you. Let's see. Lucky you, you've inherited a 5-square plot of land that's rich in precious metals. Each chunk of copper ore has a value of 1, each silver chunk has a value of 3, and each gold chunk has a whopping value of 5. You're allowed to pick 5 squares of land for yourself, but the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Squares diagonal to one another don't count as connected. Your task is to claim the most valuable 5-square plot possible. Can you do it? Let's see. Gold equals 5. I guess it's silver 3. The tea guide. Yeah, if I get more ingredients, yeah, that would be nice. At least for now, I have all the recipes that I that I should have already unlocked. So I'm sure of that much. Let's see. If I took these 5, the total would be 9. This one would be 10. Yeah, like this it would be worth less. Nah, that would be pointless. Yeah, the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Squares diagonal to one another don't count as connected. Yeah, okay. Now I've opened the guide for the puzzles if it comes to it, but it's no fun with the puzzles to use a guide. Well, I'd like to at least yet try to tell you what, I will accept maybe suggestions, but if you've come up with them yourself. How does that sound? Because otherwise, if you're not trying to solve them for yourself, then I guess it's not as much fun. But I should normally try to solve them myself anyway. Ideally. But just in case I remain stuck on the same puzzle for too long. As far as I can tell, this would be the most valuable. Fingers crossed.
Should do the trick.
Alright.
And there we have it.
You're rich. The plot of land displayed is the only one that achieves a value of 10, the highest value possible given the conditions of the puzzle. Sounds good. I'll only look at the guide if I'm stumped on the solution and I won't say anything to you. Okie dokie. Sounds perfect. Well done, sir. Should you begin to feel weary from running about town, do stop in to rest. Periodic breaks can be quite refreshing for the mind and spirit, as well as the body. And another diary key. Okay. Father has always done what he wants, regardless of who may object. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my younger brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims, because as the next in line to rule Falsense, we cannot leave this town, even if we want to. We are stewards of this town, and we must stay here to watch over it. No longer able to tolerate Father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left Falsense for good. Strangely enough, Father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on excavating even more gold from the mine. Is that miserable ore worth so much to him? I'm beginning to think that I will never understand that man. Oh, what about my room, by the way? Hey, where's Flora? Oh, you startled me. Where did you get off to, Flora? Me? Come now, Luke. A gentleman never forces a lady to say more than she wants to. Oops, of course. Where are my manners? Sorry, Flora. Oh, don't give it a second thought. Say, how did your investigation go? Did you find out anything more about the Elysian box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn in, dear. I will. I sure hope you two find a good solid lead soon. No puzzles? No? Okay. I'll be here resting. You to be careful out there. We will, Flora. Do feel better soon. Okay, then. Still no puzzle? Falsense used to be home to many families of noble birth. Then Duke Urson discovered a vast gold deposit on the outskirts of town which changed everything. Falsense developed rapidly, but word of the gold brought in all sorts of unsavory types. It's such an awful shame. This used to be such an enchanting room. No puzzle, young lady? Can you believe that girl left Falsense just cause some boy dumped her? What a wimp. Well, you tell her. A puzzle. As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle that I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. We'd be honored to hear it. Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display just over there. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now, put on this blindfold, reach in, and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you received a number of gold coins equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of getting the most money possible? Yeah, I think there was a puzzle like that in the first game. That used kind of the same logic. 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Well, it should be an even number, I should think. I suppose so, anyway. Well... No, this is different. What it's... What if I take out 100? I mean, if I take out any lower number, the chances that I get more of one than the other is gonna be higher. I mean, if I take out 100, either I have 50 blacks and 50 whites, or I have 51 whites and 49 blacks. Those are the only two combinations if I take out 100. But if I take any other value, the chances that the difference between the two the chances are that the difference between the two values is going to be higher. Yeah, it's basically 50-50, so it should be 100, yeah.
And now to test my theory. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Well done. If you remove 100 stones from the vase, only one will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you've successfully removed 50 stones of each color. Of course, removing just 2 stones would give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones, but the amount of money you receive for successfully removing 100 stones dwarfs the reward you'd receive for 2 stones. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you take out 2 stones, it's also 50-50. Obviously, because either they're different or they're the same. So it's a 50-50. But then the reward would be lower. Definitely solved. A brain like yours is a real collector's item. Yeah, I didn't even think of the option for 2, but... Puzzle? No. Boy, you two sure do run around a bunch, huh? You'd never catch me doing that. I'd get all sweaty. I'd go all around town and talk to everyone again because they might all have puzzles. Changed your mind, have you, love? I take it you want to come inside and have a look around. No, Oh, look at those red cheeks. No need to be shy, puppet. Here, try this puzzle out. It'll relax you. How old is she? A boy and girl are chatting at the local cafe, looking up from his drink. The boy says, "You know, I'm 20, which is twice the age you were when I was the age you are now." As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he said, how old is the girl he's chatting to? Yeah, that's one hell of a pickup line. I kind of thought of 2, but then you said 100 and it made more sense. Yeah, I didn't think about 2 at all, but 100 made more sense with I was looking for the highest number possible, so I stopped thinking after I came up with 100. 20 is twice the age you were when I was the age you are now. 20 is twice 10. So she was 10. She was 10 when he was the age she has now. So the difference should be 5, I think. Does that work? If she's 15, yeah, I think it works. Yeah. When he was 15, she was 10, and now that he's 20, she's 15, which is twice. She is 20. It's twice what she was when he was 15, and that was 10. Yeah, okay. She's 15.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Nice. A careful read of the puzzle reveals that when the boy was the girl's current age, her age was half of the boy's current age. The boy's current age is 20, and half of that is 10, so the girl must have been 10 back then. Once you realize this, it's obvious that the girl must be 15 at present. Well, that's kind of how I thought about it. Oh, you're a clever one. I do love clever boys, me. They make me right weak at the knees, honestly. Clever? Me? Oh, you're getting all red again, aren't you adorable? You can come back anytime, love. They're pretty generous with the diary keys now. Well, I was there yesterday, so I know I haven't forgotten any puzzles there. Let's keep going. Ah, this lady wasn't there before. Why does everyone make such a kerfuffle about warning people away from that castle? Even if you wanted to go, it's impossible to get up there. The forest gate is always locked. I take it that's the sole path to the castle then. You actually want to go there, don't you? It's a weird and scary place, but I know the feeling. The gate only opens to let this old stagecoach through. If you hide in the bushes and wait for the coach, you might be able to sneak in behind it. So the gate does open. Do you know anything about this stagecoach? You've got me there. It heads up to the castle every day at about the same time. Maybe it delivers raw steaks and blood for the vampire's dinner. But really, I have no idea. But hey, all this talk of stagecoaches has reminded me of this puzzle about horses. Tug of War. Teams of horses are participating in a tug of war matches. All teams are drawn from an 8-horse stable. The first 3 matches end in draws as shown. Match 1, A, B, C, D versus E, F, G, H. Match 2, H, C, B versus G, A. Match 3, D, A versus F, H, E. If you want the 4th match to result in a draw as well, which horses should be on the team pulling against E and F? How do you... Okay. Yeah, so it's a matter of strength, I guess. You know, this reminds me of a puzzle, and this puzzle reminds me of a puzzle, and that puzzle reminds me of a puzzle. Yeah, that's all they know how to say in these games. Where do they find these people? If it's just 2 horses... and they were never on a team of 2 that won against a greater number, then it has to be 2 or less horses. Yeah, this one is going to be tough. There's no need to do any complicated calculations. The same horses compete several times, and since a tie means the teams are equal, think about what might happen with different matchups. Well, in match 3, against E and F, you've got E, F, and then H, there's D and A. Is there a chance that H, which is part of that coupling, would be cancelled out by either A or D? If you look at the other results. Yeah, A and H are always on opposite teams. Like, if it's a tie between E, F, and H versus D and A, it makes sense that if you remove H, you have to remove either D or A, so it's one of these two, automatically. Or, it's one of these two plus another one that's weaker. It depends. I think it's just D. Because if you look at the first, it means that G equals B and C. Because if FHE equals D and A, and you go back and look at match 1, it means that G equals B and C, and they were already versus one another, and they were also versus one another in match 2. So these cancel out there too, which means that A equals H in match 2. And so you can cancel these two in match 3, so D versus F and E would work as well. So it's D. No, I didn't answer anything. I didn't answer anything.
Looks like I botched
I
that
pressed
one.
submit without selecting anything. What did I do? What did I do? Just D. Just D.
Here goes.
Right.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, that's how I came to this conclusion. Yeah, A B C D verse equals E F G H, and D A equals F H E, so B C equals G, and so on and so forth. Yeah, right. None of the horses works apparently, Lel. Okay, now I get it. Thanks a million. Like I was saying, if you want to go through that gate, sneaking in with the stagecoach is the only way, but you never know what kind of dangerous stuff could be hiding in the woods. So I say stay here. The Elysian box has such a nice ring to it. What genius came up with that gem of a name? And another puzzle. That shop is so smelly that I have to play out here or I'd pass out. That really, stinks. It's okay, I brought some snacks with me to nibble on, so at least I'm not bored. Here, let's share them. Ah, it's another puzzle. What, sharing the sweets? Sweets for 5. You have a box of 4 different kinds of sweets arranged in no particular order. Your job is to divide these treats into 5 equal portions. To do so, you need to make sure each portion contains the exact same number and variety of sweets. Got it? Good. Then let's get started. Okay. Well, how many types of sweets are there, so I know by what the size of each section should be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, there's only 4 types? But there's a lot more of one kind, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens. 5 spirals. Ah yeah, those multicolored ones, there are 10 of those. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So each part should have 2 of these multicolor ones, and then each of the remaining. So there should be parts of 5. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's probably hard to tell where I'm putting the limits on the stream because it's kind of the same color. It's white against a relatively bright color. Let's see. That's not gonna work. Like this. Like this. It's kind of hard to tell. I think that's it, but they could have picked better colors though. Because it's hard even for me, and I'm staring right at it to tell where I drew these lines.
Here goes. Layton's apprentice.
Well, I hope it
strikes
came out better
again.
on stream, because on my screen it was it was kind of hard to read. Sweet, the puzzle solution is shown above. Now remember, those sweets are for everyone, so don't forget to share. And be a good kid. Yay, it's all divided up now. Here's some for you. Wow, thanks a lot. These taste like raw garlic. Oopsie, all the garlic in the shop must have made my snacks all weird. I'll have to throw them out. That's a shame. I got a new toy for Jeff. Yeah, could they not have used the same purple color that was used in the solution? That would have been so much better. Oh, I only noticed now, but apparently the game tells you how many hint coins are available at this point in the game and how many you found. Well, okay, now I'll know. I might have already missed some on the along the way, but... Or is it? No, I think no, it's the number of coins that I found versus the number of coins that I have remaining, because I've already used a few. I think that's it, more like. Yeah, is there any way I can get Jeff to exercise a bit more? It's becoming cramped. Well, first of all, I want to see how he's gonna react to this exclamation mark box. I want to know what it does.
Whoa! My spare tire is gone!
Oh, okay. So that sends him running in the other direction then. So that should be 27. Ah, no, 26. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe I could make it to 30 if I rearranged things in a more convenient manner. I wonder if I put two at equal distance, which one he's gonna go for first.
Got any snacks around
Is he gonna
here?
is he
Don't
gonna
go
go for
out
the
on
apple or for the box first? I know he goes for the apple. No, he's not gonna make the distance. Hello, Nougat. He might not be able to see the apple with the wall. I want to experiment,
Got any
figure
snacks
out
around
how
here?
his mind
Don't hold
works.
out on me.
I know he goes for the apple. Damn it! Okay, so he goes for the apple in priority. It's becoming really complicated. Because the space is really cramped. You can't really put things at such a distance from one another that he's gonna be walking a long path, I should say. I wonder if this is the last goal, 30. But it is I think, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like it's the last one. There seems to be spots for more toys up there, but I don't think he needs them. What if he goes for the apples in priority? I can probably use this to my advantage. Try like this.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
That's gonna be it. Just 30. Right on. Yeah, I thought of using the Layton box to make him good to make him go both ways to cover a great distance. Jeff reached his goal with 30 steps. Oh yeah. Jeff will now sniff out hint coins for you. Oh, excellent. Luke and Jeff are now best friends. Yay! The animal lover's house has been added to Layton's challenges. Perfect then. Yeah, but it's like the robot dog in the first game, I guess. He's not gonna sniff them out necessarily all the time. Sometimes he will, but most of the time he won't, probably. But still, it's good. Let me save this. No, I don't want to return to the title screen. Close. That shop has some nice stuff. Just make sure you hold your nose while you're in there. P.U. Oh yeah, the diary, come to think of it. We found a new ore down in the ground that Father thinks we can refine into a precious metal. Personally, I doubt we'll be able to turn something as dull and dead as that rock into something of worth. Not that it stopped farther. The digging has advanced to the point where it's formed a massive crater under the castle. I have visions of the whole castle tumbling down into that abyss. Today is a day to celebrate. At long last, the girl I love has agreed to give me her hand in marriage. I must begin preparing for her arrival at once. I'll gladly change every fixture and fitting in the castle so that she feels at ease. I'm also commissioning a special dress to be made for her. She's going to look stunning in it. I just know it. Can we go there yet? No? Yeah, I believe I might have... I think I only found 2 coins here. If Jeff could help me, that would be nice. No, it's not gonna help.
Oh, over here.
Ah, thanks, Jeff. Thank you, I knew I forgot one there. Oh, she wants tea. Now, how did that recipe go again? Having trouble, my dear. A bit. I'm trying to remember all the things Mum said would help cure a cold, but I've forgotten. Let's see, I need a clover and some kind of leaf, and there's one more. It sounds like your mother was talking about ingredients for a blended tea. I think with what you've told us, we might be able to make a cup of tea for you to try if you'd like. Hey, great work, Jeff. Could it be? Clover? I don't have clover, do I? Nothing that resembles clover, anyway. It's possible that it's a blend of tea I can't make yet. I just don't know. Is there an ingredient that resembles clover? Because from what I can see, it's none of those that I currently have. Yeah, it's probably one of the remaining 3 ingredients that I don't have yet. Add ingredients to the teapot. Yeah, well... I've got pepper sherry, dream fluff, citronia seed. It's root remedy. Oh yeah, I don't have that yet. Oasis leaf, brisk berry. Yeah, okay. Never mind then. I can't help her. Not yet. Still, you out-of-towners should keep an eye out for vampires just in case. If it really comes down to it, you can always hide out in my shop. It's completely vampire-proof. He has no new puzzle for me. You see that castle way off yonder? There's the vampire's lair. Otherwise known as Castlevania. You'd think you would only be able to serve them if you could actually make the tea. Well, that's what I think too, but unless you get that ingredient soon from a puzzle that I have access to now, but which I haven't found yet. But any puzzles that is now gone, or that I would have missed before, they were at the Shack of Puzzles, like, from a Granny Riddleton. But I've already sold these yesterday at the end of the stream, so I'm pretty sure I haven't missed any puzzle besides those that are maybe available right now. So going around town now, maybe I will come across that ingredient. Hello again, fellows. Your friendly neighborhood postman, Parcel, is at your service. Hello, Mr. Parcel. May I ask, why do you come all the way out here? Believe me, son, I'd love to tell you, but that's a secret between the people of Full Sense and Dropstone. It's not really my place to gossip about their affairs. Okay, never mind. Let's leave. That bulldog is blocking our path to the northeast corner. How to get through? Serve him tea? Maybe the doggo wants some tea? Doesn't have a puzzle? No. Just so you know, next time we meet, I'll have something even more difficult for you. Yeah, that was the chess puzzle, wasn't it? This one. Yeah, I'll keep looking for puzzles, though. Yeah, just in case. And there we go. Puzzles! That's how you get rid of the dog. Yeah, probably. Business has been slower than a snail riding a tortoise, as the saying goes. With no customers, I don't really have much to do, unfortunately. Do you have any other duties here besides watching the door? Just like how you do anything. Some small tasks. For instance, the boss requested that I make some extra copies of the menu. To be honest, it's a real bother. Would you mind helping me out? Puzzle 69. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print. I'm not good with folding stuff. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning that in total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but unfortunately, your copy machine can only copy a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. To save time, you're trying to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make? To make, really. That's how they spell it. A full duplicate of the menu. But please give us tea leaves, guys. Yeah, that tea I'm missing, that ingredient I'm missing. Remedy, it was. Too many pages at once. To save time, you're trying to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make a full duplicate of the menu? There has to be a way to make it in 3. I mean, the obvious answer would be 4. Because you would copy 2 adjacent pages of the menu in one pass, then 2 adjacent on the other side, but then you would have 2 pages that are still next to one another. Oasis leaf, joyroot clover, and tonic flower. That's what I need for the tea that young miss needed. Tonic flower, I think I may have this one. Yeah, there's a way. You could potentially make, say, C and D at the same time if you fold C the other way, so that it's sitting right next to D on the other side. If you flip it the other side, then you can copy it this way, so it's 3. Sorry, it was my fault. I accidentally said the name of the tea. Ah, okay, never mind. Ah, okay. No, I thought it was the name of the ingredient I was missing. Okay, never mind. But I don't have joyroot clover, so it's just as well. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's 3. I can think of a way to do it in 3 anyway.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I thought. If you fold and copy the menu as shown above, you can make a complete duplicate of the menu in just 3 passes through the machine. Yeah. There are probably nicer ways to do it. Are you sure your boss is okay with you doing it like that? Haha, no one's gonna notice. Everyone's usually busy picking what they want to eat. If you say so, mister. Okay. Another. Tell me, have you ever worked up the nerve to wander out past the edge of town? The tales I've heard about what people see out there would make your blood run cold. I recently went out there myself to take a few pictures with my best camera. What came out was, well, here, see for yourself. Yikes, there's a ghost in the forest, or so you thought until you realized that the specter hovering in front of you was just a figure cut out of wood, hanging from a branch. Looking around the area, you notice 4 pieces of wood scattered in the grass, from which one of these wooden planks was the ghost cut out. Okay, it's just a spot the difference kind of thing. Yeah, and you have to think in 3 dimensions, because it could be flipped another way. Well, it can't be A, because the tail of the ghost isn't the same. Let's see, what else? The arms of the ghost are not correct on C, from what I can tell. Well, thankfully I can rotate my gamepad this way. Which is it? It's B or D. The number of fingers is wrong on D. D only has 4 fingers, so it's B.
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
Good eye, the ghost was cut from board B. The board must have flipped over as it fell to the ground. All the other boards have slight differences that set them apart from the correct one. Yeah, on one the tail was not the right shape. On another the arms weren't bent the right way, and on the third one the number of fingers was wrong. Hey, I thought you were going to show us a photo of a real ghost. Haha, sorry to get your hopes up, friend. I do so love pulling that one on customers. All joking aside, no one dares enter the forest now. The whole place is overgrown and perilous. I think... Yeah, I was a bit too quick about it, but I think it was a hamster toy I got. Yeah, well... I don't need Jeff to exercise anymore. Oh, I should save, perhaps. All these puzzles I've solved. Now, if I keep going this way, yeah, I come back full circle. Oh, this guy wants tea. Utter, hey, you boys are from out of town, am I right? You certainly are. How did you work that out? Duh, 'cause I am too. Plus, I've got a trick for working out who's local and who's not. Wow, that sounds handy. Can you teach me how to do it too? Sure, why not? But not for free. I tell you what, I've been feeling a bit down lately. If you can make me go her again, I'll show you how to do it. Make me go her. New pieces, but I guess until I have all of them, it might be tough to figure out where they all go, so I haven't really been putting much effort into trying to build up the thing again. Well, I imagine we might be able to whip up a classic cup of tea that will excite your taste buds. Oh, unless I have all of them already. It's true that I haven't checked in a while. A classic tea taste. Citrus classic? It says classic right in the name. A smile spreads across Derby's face as he lets out a contended her. Yeah, I haven't checked whether or not I had all the pieces now. I might. Seems like most people from out of town smell like roses. I see. Mm. This looks like an SD card or something, but I'm pretty sure it goes here. I'd like to figure out from the shape of things where each part goes, but it's not easy. Oh, this looks correct. This looks like it could be a flash or of some kind. Oh, that seems correct. This, I have no idea where it goes. It seems to make a different sound if it's in the right place, I think. I don't know, it's very subtle, but I think there's a difference. Either I'm missing something still, or some of the pieces are not in the right place. Everything seems correct from what I can tell, but I might not necessarily have all the pieces yet. One part is under another part, you think? Yeah, this one might not necessarily go there, yeah. Ah, yay! Thank you for your help. I have to go say goodbye to my dad, so I'm gonna have to be absent for a few minutes, but I will be right back. You've assembled the camera and now you can take photos. Use the camera to find secrets hidden around the game's locations. While walking in certain areas, a camera icon will appear on the screen. When it does, touch the icon to snap a photo of that area. Okay. View an album containing all your photos by touching the camera icon in Professor's trunk. While viewing the album, touch any of your photos to play a spot the difference minigame. Your goal is to spot the differences between the touchscreen photo and the real place. The actual location is shown on the top screen. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna save this. And I'll be right back then. Just a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about this. Let's see. Well, I guess now would be a good time to go back around town then and check all the different locations to see if that icon shows up for the camera, since it's apparently a mini game of sorts. Oh, almost missed this one. You're in Folson's now, kids, so go on and dream big, cause anything's possible here. Let me welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. It celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in right now. Plaza puzzle. So there's a big old statue in the middle of this plaza. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks sort of a donut-like shape. What you have to do is divide this donut-like plaza into two identically shaped parts using only one line. Oh, and before you get any big ideas, the dotted lines shown below won't cut it because there are actually two lines. Draw your answer on the touch screen. Two identically shaped parts using only one line? Nah, I was gonna say maybe it's some kind of yin-yang thing, but... Is it possible that you have to use these lampposts on all sides? Kinda like this? Yeah, they might tell me, well, it's they might consider that this is two lines, like the previous one. Using only one line. It doesn't say that they have to be the same size, right? Because then... Yeah, well, I have to do it better than this, though. Yeah, this touch screen isn't calibrated very well, so it's not exactly where I touch. It draws a little bit to the left of it. Because otherwise, I would imagine that this would work. It's two identical shapes. What else could it be? Can probably draw it a bit better. Yeah, this is a little bit better. I'm not exactly an artist, so you're gonna have to forgive me for not being able to draw
And now
a
to
perfect
test my
circle.
theory.
That's not it.
Well,
Focus on
I
the term
suppose
one
that's
line. Well, a
one
circle is
possibility
made of one
eliminated.
line. There's a hint somewhere in there. In the example illustration, the plaza has been divided by 2 lines, which makes the answer invalid. The fact that you need to use a single line to solve the puzzle is key. Since you can only use one line, you know you won't be solving this one by drawing lines through the middle of the plaza. Even if you avoid drawing your line through the middle of the plaza, no single straight line will divide the plaza into 2 pieces that are the same shape. By the way, did you notice that the goal here isn't to make 2 pieces that are the same size? Yeah, outside the plaza, you think? Didn't it say that it had to be on the plaza, though? If you're still having trouble, you should know that the single line you need to draw is a circle. Well, I got that right, but I thought it was right in the middle. The only remaining question is where to draw so that the 2 pieces of the plaza have the same shape and are directly proportional to one another. What does it say exactly? When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks sort of donut-like in shape. What you have to do is divide this donut-like plaza into 2 identically shaped parts using only one line. No, quite frankly, if it's not right in the middle, then I don't know where it is. Especially, it's not gonna be donut-shaped, then. If I can only use one line. No, quite frankly, I don't think any amount of hints is gonna be any help to me here. No, I don't think I can do this. Besides, it can't be something so big that it would be too hard for the player to draw. So... it's pretty dumb. I looked it up. But if you want to share, I don't mind in this case because I don't think I'm gonna find it. Or here, maybe? No. Nah, that can't be it. That doesn't make any sense. Draw a circle about a third of the way out from the middle. About a third of the way out from the middle. I don't know, like this? Or maybe it is the eye of this kind of dragon-like thing that, or a symbol that's on the ground. I did notice that, but it looks like a dragon. I'm gonna use the eye of the thing Well, I guess it's not exactly... No, all the way like the red one. A third of the way out from the middle. I don't get it. No, all the way like the red one. Through the lines. Like this? No, that can't be it. I'm sorry. I might have to look up an image myself. No. One from the... Draw a circle about a third of the way out from the middle. The circle can be drawn very roughly, but placement is important. No, all the way, like the red one. Through the lines. No, one from the middle. 3 dots out. Okay. 3 dots out from the middle. Like so. It's
Consider this puzzle solved.
No, it's...
Oh,
It...
my. This one
It's
is
no, it's
quite
all right.
formidable.
It's the kind of thing that's really hard to explain. I'm just gonna have to look up an image maybe or something. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, especially since I don't have Wi-Fi in my room and I can't use my laptop to do so because it can't do too many things at the same time. Hold on a minute. Can it say Jeff while jumping? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get what you said. Hey Jeff. It's not your fault, Monica. It's just not easy to explain in the first place. My laptop can't do a lot of things at once. Can it say Jeff while jumping? No, it probably can't. It's puzzle number... 60. Okay, puzzle 60, Pandora's box. Jeff is all fit now. He's lost weight. Yeah. He's back to a more suitable weight now. Now he's helping me find hint coins. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, I see now. Okay, no, okay, I get it. Okay. Okay, I got the solution now. No problem. This does not resemble a circle at all, but... Hey, I'm doing my best, alright? Alright, okay, well...
And there we have it.
Does he get any percentage of the net value for himself? He only stiffed them out sometimes. Yeah, not all the time. Nice, if you draw a circle around the plaza around about 1/3 of the way out from the middle, your line will divide the donut shape into 2 identically shaped figures that are directly proportional in geometrical terms. Shapes like these are known as similar figures. Okay. This is this scene we've already at yesterday. Oh, she wants tea, it seems. What to do? What to do? You seem troubled, madam. May I be of any assistance to you? Yes, I'm quite troubled, and what's worse, I have no one with whom I can discuss the matter. No, it's more. Math is hard. Shapes are hard. Geometry is hard. Well, how would you like a hot cup of tea? If nothing else, it should bring a bit of cheer to your day. Well, I am tired of mulling over the issue, so I suppose I might as well take a break. I don't mean to sound picky, but please keep in mind that I have certain preferences. On a day like today, I do believe a nice strong tea with a pinch of dream fluff is in order. Maybe this one. It has dream fluff in it, and it is spicy. That's not the one she wants. Math is best. Shapes are great. It's not. This tea is rather pedestrian. I don't really feel any different than I did before. Okay, well, I don't know what you want, woman. Oh, I should check the hotel maybe one more time. No, okay, never mind. Every time they want tea, I look up what kind they want. Well, which one did she want, this lady? Okay, maybe her name would help. It's Opal. Well, she doesn't want it anymore now, but did you get the kidnapped girl back? No, not yet. They haven't even acknowledged one you didn't have yet? Okay, that makes sense. They haven't even acknowledged the fact that that it's not the real girl anymore. Or at least we assume that way. It is like that, but I doubt it could be the real person. Now that I have completed the camera, I would like to find some of these puzzles, but Ah, there's one. You've taken a photo of this location. Something about it seems strange. Use the camera minigame in the trunk to examine the photos you've taken. Where is it? Where did they say that it was? In camera? Ah, yeah, here, okay. You need more tea stuff? Give us tea leaves and stuff. That reminds me. Yeah, camera. It was camera. I'm stupid. That's the reason. That reminds me. Monica, are you having ice cream yogurt tonight?
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
You found the first difference in this photo. The chimney is different. No, sadly, but I have tea, funny enough.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
I should make more tonight myself because I've run out of the iced tea that I make. Still don't know what blend I'm gonna use though. I have plenty of fruity herbal tea, so there's no actual tea in it. It's more like flowers and bits of dried fruit, so it's not exactly tea in the strictest sense of the term, but it's still tasty though. Is it the door? No. Is it the bench? No. Is it the tree branches? There's still one difference, apparently. Give me tea, Rudy. I wish I could. Yeah, because I'm playing on an emulator like this, do you make filthy teabag tea or leaves tea? The tea that I am given for free, it comes in both varieties. One of them, it's already in bags, and the other kind, it's just like a big bag of tea leaves, and you have to like measure the amount that you want to put in the water. But it's made in the same place by the same people with the same ingredients, so it's not like industrial grade like tea that's all like bagged like in one tea bag and then in another package and in another package and another package. It's not that kind of a factory that makes them. And then they make also these bags that are meant to be used to make iced tea, but it's again the same ingredients as the tea that they sell for faith. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Tea bag. I don't even know how to pronounce this. A little typo. I thought to myself, is this a Danish vowel, maybe of some kind that I don't know about? Yeah, Danish keyboard. Damn it, I can't find that blasted difference. Where is it? I guess I'm not very good at this. Can you guys see any difference? Really, I only see those two that I already found. It's not the lamps. From what I can tell, they're the same. The door seems to be the same. The window and the bench seem to be the same. I can't see any difference in the trees. The moss growing on the house itself seems to be the same too. Is it the pavement, maybe? No, not really. Well, tell me, what is it? On the roof? The thing coming out of the roof? The chimney? I already found it. That's why it's marked with a little exclamation point, if this is what you're referring to. If it is the chimney, I already found it. And then there was the eye at the center of the plaza, which I also marked. But then I can't see anything else. Or is it in the steps of the staircase, maybe? Is it the same number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps as well. No, okay. So that's not it. Smaller than Travis's IQ. Yeah, I know, because it's small. You see it? What do you think it is? It's obviously staring me right in the face, but even then. Branches going right to the roof. Oh yeah, to the left. Yep, yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, right here. Well spotted. Nice.
Let's see if this works. That was almost too easy.
Nice. Thanks, Monica. Alright, then let's move on. Another person who wants tea. Lila. Or Lila, I guess you could say. Is somebody there? Can anybody help me? Are you alright there, madam? Your legs are shaking. My circulation isn't very good, so I get the chills really easily. When it gets bad like this, my legs wobble so much that I feel like I'm standing on ice. Do you want something spicy? That sounds terrible. Indeed it does. Might we offer you a little tea to help you overcome that chill? A tea that'll fix my back circulation and warm me up. I'm freezing. Makes this tea an ideal pick-me-up if you're feeling a little down. Makes me remember the old Where's Waldo and such books. Yeah, I was actually referencing that the other day, but I can't remember with what. That was one of the puzzles, I think. One of the puzzles reminded me of Where's Waldo. I don't have it? Ah, okay. This guy wants tea as well. Or it's a girl, actually. Never mind. Clarice. I need tea that's both unusual and sweet in flavor. Don't botch it up. Unusual and sweet? I'm thinking Dream Spice. Yeah, I'm thinking Dream Spice. Okay. Good. Scrumptious. A smile spreads across Clarice's face. She seems restored and cheerful. Clarice. That reminds me of Silence of the Lambs. I just googled Where's Waldo. It might be called something different in different languages. That's how I imagine Quillix. Yeah, it's called Charlie in French. So you see, instead of Waldo, for whatever reason. Hey, there really is something a little mysterious about the way this tea tastes. Good job. I'm glad you liked it. Oh yeah, it was great. Let me thank you by telling you where all the spookiest ghosts in town hang out. False Sense has got loads of great ghost watching spots. Thanks for the offer, but I'm scared enough as it is. Okay, leave. There was another kind of book like Where's Waldo with these weird aliens. Yeah, I can't check it out, Jeff, I'm afraid. No, okay, he doesn't have any more puzzles. They're in Romania, Jeff. There's a castle with a vampire living in it. We had lots of books like that in our school library. Yeah, I can imagine. Like in elementary school maybe or something. I'm pretty sure we had books like these, like, or Spot the Difference kind of books. Picture is just a picture of one of the classic Where's Waldo books. Oh, okay. So this is how you imagine Quillix, you said? Like the look? You think he looks like that? sleeve. I was just looking for more of these puzzles with the camera, but... there might be more this way. This guy wants some tea, apparently. Poor city being infected with having something from Romania. Giant Waldo head on the cover. Ah, he doesn't want tea anymore. Okay, never mind. Our friend the Bulldog seems to have had a change in temperament since we last met. He looks really hungry, Professor. I think he'll let us pass if we bring him a snack. Very well, I seem to remember a grocer's beneath the watchtower. I'm sure we can find a suitable snack for our friend there. Here? And he has a puzzle! Figures. Oh, hello there, gents. How can I help you today? We're in desperate need of food for a hungry dog. Do you have anything that fits the bill? Well, that's the most interesting request I've heard all day, but first a puzzle! I don't have anything in a tin, but this leftover beef shank'll make Rover sit up and beg. That should do nicely. Would you be willing to part with it? Of course, I just hope your dog likes garlic. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Good, good. Now I won't charge a penny. But you'll have to solve this puzzle I've got here. I've been mulling it over for days and I'm starting to lose sleep. Sealing off the smell. Garlic is a wonderful seasoning when used in moderation, but the smell can be pretty potent. Someone put garlic and cloves in this intricate container and they're really stinking up the room. Use the 2 corks below to help our friend deal with the smell. Touch the screen in the place you want to put the corks. Your answer must use no more than 2 corks. Okay. Yeah, like so then. Okay. Got it. Yeah, seems like that's the correct solution, from what I can tell. Wait. Wait, what? Yeah, these two communicate with one another. So normally both of them should be blocked. But my answer must use no more than 2 corks. Trace it, Rudy. Do you plan on playing Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney? Yeah, but I can't put more than 2. Trace it, Rudy. Like with the animals, yeah. I probably will have to. If I can stream 3DS games someday, which is just as demanding as streaming Android games, then yeah, probably I would love to. Like, you see, it goes to this one, and back to this one. But then the one from the right... I thought I saw that it went to the middle one. Yeah, it goes right there. Well, now I have to clear what I traced, so... Yeah, if I follow it, the one on the left has a path that goes to the one in the middle. Well, multiple paths even. I don't know. In fact, does the flower scent go anywhere anyway? The flower scent doesn't even seem to lead to the outside. Like, so, and even if I went back to a branching path like this, no, wait, yeah, if I trace it over, yeah, the crisscrossing path, I can't really take that into account when I draw in 2D on top of it. They really say nothing about the flowers? Yeah, they don't. Maybe all they mean to say is that, well, I don't know. Wait a minute. No way. No, it can't be. Okay. Okay.
That was almost
You put the
too
corks
easy.
in the nose of the guy. They don't even go on the puzzle thing. They go in the nose of the guy. I figured if you can only use 2, then the puzzle is impossible. But then the explanation of the puzzle doesn't say anything about putting them on the top of the thing. It just says that you have to use 2. It's to help him deal with the smell. So okay, well, this is stupid because you could stand there for hours and just not think of it. Sweet relief. Each of the 3 holes in the container is connected to the garlic, so there's no real way to seal off the container using 2 corks. With no way to contain the smell, our friend had no choice but to plug up his nostrils. Hopefully he had the good sense to stay inside where no one could see him like that. Alright. You've got to be a real garlic lover like me to solve that one. Here, you worked for this beef shank, so it's all yours. See, they all say that one all the time, and not this one. You got the beef shank. You can't find items you pick up in the professor's trunk. You got the ingredient joy root clover. Ah, okay. What was that recipe? From earlier? You gave me one that had this this joy root clover in it. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. Oasis leaf, joyroot clover, and tonic flower, but I don't think I have tonic clover though. Yeah, it's tea time. Yeah, I don't have the flower that they said, that they talked about. What can I do with joyroot clover that I couldn't do before? Yeah, I think so. Oh, wait, what? Radiance Blend. Yeah, I wrote down the list somewhere, but yeah, the use of that to refer to something that was brought up before. Yeah, but they also use it for other uses. Dream fluff, fruit, and pepper cherry. Dream fluff, root, and pepper cherry. Cayenne Twilight. Oh, I put the list there. Grammar Nazi Association. Cayenne Twilight. And the one I got before was Radiance Blend. What else? Yeah, I don't have tonic flower. That was required earlier for a different kind. Yeah, it's also possible that I can't make any more. No, not there. No, another puzzle. Gonna wear your souls out if you keep running around like that, fellows. Rest your feet for a minute while you solve this puzzle of mine. You stack 3 dice in the column. At the points where 2 dice touch, the faces that are touching add up to 5. If one visible face of the bottom die is showing alone, what number must be on the top face of the top die? You're missing Tonic Flower and Cinder Horse. Cinder Horse, such a weird name. What, they burn the horse down and and you take the cinder from the horse? That's kinda cruel. You've stacked 3 dice in a column. At the points where 2 dice touch, the faces that are touching add up to 5. Alright, there's no other way about it. You will see it when you get it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see what it looks like. No, it's the faces that are touching. Okay. Well, how can you make 5 other than 4 plus 1 and 2 plus 3? So the faces that touch have to be 2 plus 3 every time. It's either 2 or 3 then on the top. No, wait. 2, 3. It's either 2 or 3 on the bottom one. I have to look up what a die looks like. On a die, normally the opposite faces, the sum of the opposite faces is always equal to 7. Opposite to the size where there's a 1, there's a 6. Opposite to the size where there's a 3, there's a 4. And opposite to the size with a 5, there's a 2. It's always like this. Well, normally anyway, when a die is made the traditional way. Traditionally, that's how it is anyway. Okay, well, we can assume that on this phase that's hidden there, it's a 4. So you can't have a 4 or a 3 on top of this one. It's either 2 or 3. No, wait. No, wait, what am I saying? No, it's 6 on this side. No, so it could be 2, 3, 4, or 5 on the top. Yeah, and by this I mean on the side that you can't see anyway, the opposite side of the one. I found a die for reference. Well, I assume... I am bad at remembering. I assume that since the sum of the two opposite faces on the same die in the middle are... either 4 plus 1 or 2 plus 3. On the bottom one, it can't be the one where there's a face that's equal 1. So here it's 2 plus 3, it has to be. And here it's 4 plus 1. It can't be 4 plus 1 on the bottom one, because there's already a dice that has a 1 on it. But on the top one, I can't tell if it's gonna be 4 and then a 3 on top, or if it's gonna be 1 and a 6 on top. Is there a way to tell? Wait, the one in the middle? The only two combinations for the one in the middle is that it would be a 3 here and a 4 here, right? I suppose. Yeah, for it to be 7. So it would be 6 like this. Unless it's 4 down and 1 up. No, wait, don't listen to me. It can't be 1 on... There can't be a 1 on those two faces that touch on the one in the middle because of the 1 that's right here. Yeah, I think that's the logic you're meant to follow. So it must be 6 on the top one. I think this is it.
This should do the trick.
All right.
A
cool.
Gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right. Since you know that the sum of each set of opposing faces is 7, you can easily narrow down the possibilities with a little smart thinking. As detailed above, you'll soon arrive at the answer 6. Big brain Rudy. I guess this is a result of a good night's sleep. You're no slouch at this. So what's the story? What do you think you're going to find here in False Sense? I don't mean to sound ominous, but there are truth best left buried. You get me? I got a new hamster toy. Use this block to help your hamster get in shape. You're no, you have a big brain too, Monica, because you could solve puzzles that I couldn't. You've helped me before, remember? A stack of dice. Here's our chance, Luke. Throw him the beef shank. I'm already on it. Here goes. Growth? I like seeing a happy doggo. I think our little offering did the trick. Woof woof. Don't think this doggy is going to be doing any snarling anytime soon. We can finally explore the rest of the town now. Yay! New territory! The professor and Luke decide to begin their search for photo scraps in the alley. There's one! Piece of the photograph. I'd say so. Sharp eyes, Luke. I'll place it in my trunk for safekeeping. There are 40 photo scraps left to be collected. Is the dog wearing a diaper? Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, that's an idea, I guess. I don't like to brag, but I make the best pancakes you ever tasted, guaranteed. I love pancakes! The thing is, while the flavor is out of this world, I have trouble getting the size to be consistent. Serving them can be such a pain, because you need to stack them just so. It's just as good if it's not perfectly circular. Doesn't make any difference what's inside. Oh, talking about pancakes, here's a puzzle for you! Puzzle time! Here's a tasty puzzle for you. How would you make them in Belgium? Well, eggs, flour, I guess, and water? No, not water, milk. Usually they're kind of thin, the way we make them in Belgium. Not thick like they make it in here, for example. And kind of large, like really large, really thin, and really light as well. And then you just put anything you like on it. Could be sugar, could be brown sugar, or chocolate paste maybe, or something. European pancakes, yeah, the European style, yeah, I guess. Here's a tasty puzzle for you. Can you move the pile of pancakes from the blue plate on the left to the red plate on the right? Wait, though. It's not as easy as it sounds. You must follow these rules. It's the same puzzle as before. Except there's 4 pancakes instead of 3. Yeah, and when I was in Switzerland... Well, I don't know if everyone there makes them the same way, but usually the way they make it is that you have the thing in the middle of the table with where you just use your own... dough to make your own pancake, and it's like the really tiny size. Now, not all people I know do this, but in my family we've always put a bit of beer in the dough. It's something that we do down here too. Yeah, not everyone does it like this, but it is also something that we do down here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you have a lot of beer drinkers in Denmark as well, so I guess it must make sense. Like Carlsberg or Tuborg. These are probably the only 2 brands I can think of anyway that we find for sale down here anyway. Carlsberg and Tuborg. Those would usually be the 2 that we know the best. You've already solved this one in your head? No, I don't think this is correct. I like how they fall like this. Yeah, I wanted to bring the big one to the right first, before anything else, but it's not as easy as it seems. Yeah, see, I'm not such a big brain after all. You've already solved it. Like this. Alright. There. 17 moves.
This should do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Oh, and an extra pancake for those who solved this puzzle in only 15 moves. Okay, I could have done it in 2 moves less then. This is a classic puzzle, yeah. Okay, I took two extra moves compared to the best I could have done. But well. Rudy, who cares about moves? Yeah, I know. Well, your hands moved so fast there, it looked like you were juggling those pancakes. Next time I grease up my pan, you're welcome to as many as you can eat. You got a new hamster toy for Jeff. Use this pool to help your hamster get in shape. How, Rudy, the perfect man? Why? What did I do to deserve such praise? We forgot? What? Luke, do you see that piece of the photograph over there? I do. Great, Professor. I hope it hasn't got all soggy from lying on the ground out there. Don't worry, Luke. It looks more or less intact. A true gentleman never leaves a puzzle unsolved. Nothing through this door. Does the path split maybe here? Okay. There's a scrap here. What's your footing, Luke? That pile of rubbish looks quite precarious. Here it is. What I can't work out is why the inspector was rooting around in the rubbish in the first place. Did he really think that the criminal would be hiding out here? Hard to say. He could have just been sifting through it for clues or the like. 12 more. Street lamp? No. Okay. There's a photograph thing here. I was gonna put it up like, oh, that's right, forgot to add to the What is a Perfect Man yesterday, but I guess you could also read it like you did, yeah. Let's see, camera. Litter-filled alley. Yeah, sure. It's like cramped with little details. The window is lit on one and not on the other, so that's one.
Just leave it to me. Piece of cake.
No, what else? There was a no, wait. No, never mind. It might be cropped out of the photo, so, because I was gonna say there's a window missing on one of the buildings at the back, but no, it's just because it's, cropped out. It's kinda zoomed in, the one on which you have to, spot the differences. The color of the cloth isn't the same.
This should do the trick.
Well, I found 2 as well.
Leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Now I need 1 more. Is it all about colors in this one, perhaps? You know the third? Well, give me a moment to think. Yeah, I'll try to find it by myself first, and if I really can't find it, I might enlist your help again. But wow, you were quick, by the way. Ah, yeah, I've spotted it. This bottle is broken here, but not in the original. Yeah, there. Okay, found them.
Should do the trick. Huh.
Yeah, that didn't take
Wonderful.
quite as long. I thought because of how much detail there is in the photo that it might be harder than this, but I guess it went fast this time. Colors, yeah. Oh, it's you two. I think she's cute. Katja. Hey, I know you. You're Mr. Anderson's daughter. Yes, my name is Katja. What brings you to Fulsense? I'm sorry, but I can't really talk about it. Excuse me, I have to get back to my search. Goodbye. Katja, wait a minute. What are you looking for? Wow, she moves fast. So Katja was headed to Fulsense all along, just as we were. Robot girl? Is she really, though? Or it's just that because she is so emotional? Yeah, I think that's what we mentioned yesterday, didn't we? Because of her voice acting, of our voice actress. Yeah, no, she isn't really. Look, I believe we've uncovered the identity of the third party asking around about the illusion box. Yeah, the voice actress, yeah. So Katja is looking for the illusion box as well. It would seem to be the only possibility, yes. Professor, I see a piece of the photograph over there. Nicely done, Luke. I'll just tuck this away in my trunk so we don't lose it. Okay. There. There's 3. Ah, there's another photograph puzzle. Seedy alley. There's a window missing. Or there's, like, one extra window in the picture I took anyway. Look, really, a hint
Just
coin!
leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
I wonder if there's a Layton game where it's maybe a female Luke or something that says it. Like, look! A hint coin! I can't remember. He had an assistant, I guess, in the 4th game, from what I remember. I think so, anyway. That girl that drives around on a motorcycle or something, from what I recall. But I can't remember her name, though. I forgot. There's a lid missing on the trash bin,
And now
garbage
to
bin.
test my theory.
Rubbish bin, sorry, in British English.
And there we have it.
Two missing things. Yeah, those roots on the wall to the right seem to be identical. I'm looking at all the windows because just in case there's one that shouldn't be there, maybe, or something, but might be another missing thing. Well, the lid was missing, but the window, it was one window too many. So it wasn't exactly something that was missing. It was not supposed to be there. Oh, the ground. I guess. No? Ah, no, never mind. No, that's because it's cropped. Okay. Because I was gonna say it's missing some of the pavement. But no, it's because it's missing the bottom of the picture if it makes any sense. The leaves maybe? Like anything related to the vegetation? No. Is it just me, or is this step here bigger in the original than it is here? Yeah, I think that step is shorter here. I think this is it.
Here goes.
Yeah, alright.
That was almost too easy.
Well, good. I found all the hint coins, or not? Well, did I or not? Yeah, I think I did. I think that was 3. Full sense, the Gilded Town. Oh aye, that's what they used to call this place when I were a little one. I used to work down the mine that gave the town its nickname, see? Well, I did till they closed it down a few years ago, isn't it? Too fast for me? Sorry! Even now I sometimes catch crooks sneaking down into the mine to see if anything's down there. They always come back with nothing though, count on that, boyo. We've certainly heard rumors of the great fortune Duke Harrison left behind. You're a treasure hunter too, boyo. In that case, take it from me, the real money is not in that mine, it's in the Duke's castle, isn't it? You might have a bit of trouble getting in mine, considering there's a vampire living up there. Alright, enough moitering. I have to get back to working out what this scrap of paper by here is. I know, it's a scrap of a photo and we've been looking all over for it. Oh, so this thing's yours, is it? Well, I haven't got any use for it, so you'd better take it, isn't it? Got a photo scrap. 10 left. Puzzle? No? No, okay, same conversation. Okay. Chimney? Well, at least these smoking chimneys are reassuring. I didn't mean to talk to you again. Sorry. Oh, okay. Through the door. Another picture. Well, picture scrap. Isn't it? My brain wants it to be in it. Hey, there's another scrap of the photo. Inspector Chelmy certainly got around. There's one. Ah, there's a puzzle with the candle. I don't even know what to make of this picture. I know the picture on the wall. Okay. Which picture are you talking about, Luke? This one here. Are these weird shapes some kind of code? It seems as if you stumbled across a puzzle. Look here. Perplexing figures. A series of figures are arranged and numbered as shown below. As you can see, the figure that should go in space 1 is missing. Can you draw the figure that belongs in this space? Slide the stylus over the guidelines to draw the figure. What? What's the logic behind this? What's the logical pattern behind this? Well, I guess I have to work backwards from it, right? Bottom, sides, middle. Now my brain isn't so big now, isn't it? Focus on the right half of figures 2 to 6. Ah, see, you got it before I did. You got it? I need another hint. Look closely. There's a letter hidden within each figure. A letter? I... F... E... D... Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so it's meant to be an A in there. It's 2 letters mirrored, isn't it? But I did use the hints, and you didn't have the hints, so, I don't know if this is... Yeah, you got it? Yeah, so 2A mirrored, I guess this is what it would be. I can't believe I didn't think of it.
Leave it to me.
Because there was a puzzle exactly like that in Stargate
almost
SG-1,
too
which
easy.
I used to love so much watching. So I should have thought of it. It's the same puzzle as in the Glastonbury Cave. I only got it after your first hint. Good job. The peculiar sequence of figures is actually the first 6 letters of the alphabet displayed in a 7-segment LED style and mirrored as shown above. Since you have letters B to F, logic dictates that the missing figure should be a mirrored version of the letter A. Yeah, except in that TV show it was numbers and not letters, but same thing, same kind of idea. No, I see how it works. You got the ingredient tonic flour, use it to create new blends. Ah, okay. Alright, well let's work on making some tea then. So what do I not have yet? So the only one I'm missing is that horse thing, Cinder Horse. Was it? These last 3 maybe? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so I'm missing 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, and 12. Well, I basically have half of them. Right. Bearing in mind that I don't have Cinder Horse yet. Root Remedy. Ah, yeah, you mentioned it before. That used the Joy Root thing. What was it again? There was a Joy Root, there was Oasis something. Yeah, Oasis Leaf, and what was the... Oh, well, yeah, it's the one that I was missing. Yeah. it's a little better for my taste. Now then, look, no good medicine is ever easy to drink. That's how you know this is effective. Yeah. Any good medicine has to taste really bad. Add ingredients to the teapot. You said bitter fruit, was it? Something bitter then. Well, there has to be a tonic flower in it, I suppose. Briskberry, bell tart seed or citronia seed, and briskberry. You said, yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is simply exquisite. There is a depth of flavor here that is lacking in most other teas. Really? Gosh, maybe my tongue's just broken or something. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Aha, you may be a bit young for this one. It's what some might call a tea for the experienced palate. Well, I don't know about that. As far as I'm concerned, it's too bitter to be tasty. Others require Cinder Horse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I'm missing 4 then. Well, at least I get more to try from whenever I encounter more people that want tea. Okay. I won't tell you which tea, but I can tell you if you have or don't have it. Yeah, okay, you can, yeah. I will try to guess from what they say anyway. But I suppose if I can't guess it, then yeah, it must mean that I don't have it. Well, I seem to have found all the picture bits that I could find. I can't go any further, so can you, what is it? He said, can you imagine using puzzles to decorate your residence? Whoever lives here must be quite the enthusiasts. Yeah. It could be you, Layton. I bet your house is decorated with puzzles. You're totally the type. It's a top hat. I haven't found all the pieces yet. Let's see, we've picked up 7 scraps so far, but I suppose we've still got more work ahead of us. Yes, the job's far from over. It would seem we're about halfway there, give or take a piece. But we've walked the length of this alley, and I think it's safe to say we won't find anything else here. Layton's secret hideout. Yeah, he's more embarrassed about it, so he makes it seem like it's someone else's. Can you imagine someone decorating their place with puzzles? Not that I would ever do that, of course. Can I go to the museum now, maybe? What use would Mr. Beluga have for a museum like that? Who can say? For now, what's clear is that Mr. Beluga may have ties to the Erzens he's kept quiet about. Done chin-wagging, you two. Good, then look here at this litter I picked up off the ground. Oh, that's a scrap of the photo! Oh, I have to go back and talk to everyone, maybe? Puzzle time? I just found this piece of rubbish on the ground. Littering is the most boorish habit one can have. Look, Professor, it's part of the photo. Yes, that appears to be the case. It seems the pieces really are scattered all over town. What a huge pain. It may take some legwork, but each piece brings us closer to the answer. We must retrieve them all. Sorry to break up the tea party. Speaking about tea. But I'm the one who picked it up, you know? If you want it so badly, you'll have to solve this puzzle for me first, okay? Turn on the light. The board shown in the picture on the left is wired on the other side so that holding contact points A and B together turns the light on. Now look at the board in the center. This light has 3 contact points, A, B, and C. No matter whether you hold contact points A and B, B and C, or A and C together, the light stays on. In that case, how must the wires be connected on the underside of the board? Draw the solution that requires the fewest number of connections. The dotted red line indicates a known wire. I'm not sure I understand what they want from me. Ah, like this. Okay. Come on, Riddy. Think back to your electricity classes. Or is it like this? It would always be on like this. It wouldn't matter which contacts you put together. It will always be on. I mean, that would be a bit cheating. But still. I'm gonna try, just to see.
This should do the trick.
Oh, okay, that was it.
A true gentleman
Well, the
leaves
circuit
no
is always
puzzle
closed
unsolved.
this way, so the current is always going from the battery from the battery to the lamp and back to the battery. A closed circuit always works. All you really have to do is connect that light bulb to the battery. The puzzle tells you that the light stays lit no matter which combination of contact points are held together. Naturally, the light will also stay lit when none of those connections are made. Yeah. Yes. You're sharper than I thought you'd be. Here, I didn't want this silly thing anyway. Yeah, they didn't say that the contacts had to be made for the lamp to be lit, so... Hey, there's another scrap here. She doesn't want tea anymore. Now that I have these new blends of tea, she doesn't want them anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa! All this garlic is starting to make my head spin. Well, we can't have that. A brisk puzzle is just the thing you need to refresh the mind, Luke. And we appear to be in luck. I think I see a good puzzle right here. Right there. Jars and cans 1. A long line of jars and cans sits on the counter. Your job is to rearrange these items so that both jars and cans are grouped with items of the same type. However, in doing so, you must always move 2 containers at once. Yeah, it was kinda dumb. They only want tea whenever they feel like it, it seems. Oh, I feel bad, please give me some tea. Oh no, that's not the tea that I want. And then they start feeling better again. And then 5 minutes later, oh, I start feeling bad again. Oh, give me tea, please. And if you fail, oh, I feel bad. Nah, never mind then. I don't need tea after all. And then 5 minutes later again, oh, I need tea. A long line of jars and cans sits on the counter. Your job is to rearrange these items so that both jars and cans are grouped with items of the same type. However, in doing so, you must always move 2 containers at once. Move items around by touching the red icon between 2 containers and dragging the selected pair of items around with the stylus. I'm not sure I get it. Ah, okay, no, never mind. Okay, I get it. There.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Well done. Now the jars and cans are sorted neatly. If only people would organize things properly in the first place without inflicting on themselves a rule where you can only hold to 2 contiguous things. Right? Well, what do you think, Professor? Pretty good, right? Even so, I don't think that puzzle was enough to take my mind off the smell. Do you have any picture scrap, maybe? No? Okay, then let's leave. That postman, no? Okay. Oh, there's a photo puzzle here as well? Okay. We need more puzzles to take our minds off the smell. Or tea. That works too. There's one here, the spilt wine.
Just leave it to me. That was almost too easy.
There's a crack in the mirror.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Yeah, the last one might be a bit trickier. Or is it the color or something, maybe? Is it the walls? No. doesn't stand out immediately, I guess. It's really confusing because it's zoomed in. Yeah. Like, you may think some of the pieces of garlic at the top are missing, but that's just because it's zoomed in, so you can't see them. They're cropped out. Yeah, I agree. It is. It is confusing. And it doesn't help that it's kind of small. I see teapots all over the place. But that doesn't seem to be the difference. It's not the number of steps on the stairs. Damn it, I'm really stumped here. Right, if you find it before I do, please tell me. So I don't remain stuck on this for too long. I guess the more obvious stuff I could find straight away, but this last bit is more frustrating. My eyes are darting from one to the other and trying to compare every single little detail, but even so, doesn't seem to be anything to do with the garlic. I'm going blind. Yeah, especially for you, because you must be, like, peering at the screen, like, from really close up, because it must be so small to look at. Might need to take a break from this and come back to it later if I really can't find it. I'm trying to see if maybe the shape of the garlic things is slightly different on one from the other, but I'm on our computer, which has a huge screen, but damn. Yeah, I'm gonna try like this to sort of outline what I'm looking at. The bottles here appear to be the same. There's a bluish thing behind it. There's a greenish thing here in the middle, but that seems to be the same. This sort of teapot appears to be the same. There's a brown bottle there in the background, and it seems to be the same. The bottles on that box appear to be the same. That green mirror thing appears to be the same. This here, I can't see any difference. Same red sun-like mirror in the background here. Same golden mirror on top of the staircase. The things that seem to be on either side of the stairway, they do appear to be the same. Feel like it has to do with the garlic. I don't know, because I can't see any difference, but... And those bits that are kind of cropped out, you can sort of see them poking into the picture, so I don't think it's these things. You see it? Oh, please tell me, what is it? Red garlic? One of them is red? Even so, I can't see it. In the back, it's missing a piece here. This here? This one? Oh yeah, the top, yeah. Oh yeah, oh jeez, all right. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And now,
Yeah,
to
you're
test
right.
my
Yeah, it
theory.
looks reddish. Yeah, because it's further back, it's a
And
bit
there we
darker,
have
I
it.
suppose. Yeah, but that was a good spot. Good job. Let me save this so I don't have to start it again. Right. My eyes hurt. That might be why it looks so red. Maybe your eyes are going red. Okay. But I just came from there. Come on, Rudy. There doesn't seem to be anything new here. Let's go back. Ah, she wants tea again. Okay, wasn't it the root thing? Root remedy? Yeah. Rich in flavor, this tea warms the body, improves circulation, and is ideal if you feel a cold coming on. Yeah, that's the one. Tasty. Lila beams a rosy glow returning to her cheeks and her chills disappearing. Tee-hee-hee, thanks a million, you two. Now I'm toasty to the tips of my toes. Glad to see it helped. Are you now fully recovered? No, not exactly. I suppose the tea wasn't as effective as I had originally thought. Oh no, the chills are all gone, but now I've got a cramp from all that shivering. Ow, ow, ow! Hey, something's moving behind your shoulder over there. I don't see anything back there. Oops, it was probably just a trick of the light. Tee-hee-hee. That seems to happen to a lot of people at Fall Sense. Anywho, never you mind all that, and thanks so much for helping me out, I mean it. So while they certainly don't want tea, it seems they always want the same tea. Yeah, at least that doesn't change. Now, there's something I want to confirm. Yeah, on the top screen, it says 9 out of 26. I believe there are 26 people in total in the game that want tea, but you have to find them at the right moment when they want tea to fulfill their requests. I believe that's it, because I didn't know what that counter stood for before, but now I guess it makes a bit more sense. Looks like the inspector has found a new victim to grill. So the only way into Fall Sense is through a narrow mountain pass on the Military Express. In other words, no one gets in or out of town without getting on that train, correct? Oh, I see someone's been up late doing their homework. I think you've got your facts straight, love. Age takes its toll on the memory, you know. You could never tell by looking, but I'm no spring chicken. That's quite enough, madam. If you're sure about the route into town, then we're finished here. Barton, let's go. I mean, yes, sir. And we need one more ingredients. ingredient to get all the tea, yeah. All the different blends. So as to fulfill everyone's requests. Oh, blow me down, he's dashed off. Some boys can't sit still for 5 minutes, tee. I hope I didn't embarrass the poor lamb. I only wanted him to come in and see a show. Maybe we can go in now, come to think of it. Look, Professor, I think we've stumbled across another piece of our photograph. Indeed we have. I'll hold on to that for now. Yeah, before I go in, though, I want to keep looking around. Not when we have Luke with us. I don't know. I do wonder if the game would care about this or not. Yeah, I want to check again by the museum because I wonder if you can go in now, maybe or not. Ah, this guy wants tea. Thank goodness he came back to make me tea. I can't get on with my chess game until you do. I'm parched, sonny boy. Brew me up something sweet and smoky that'll take care of my dry throat. If he says smoky, that might require Cinder Horse for a smoky taste. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. It's probably something that will have smoky in the name or that has the Cinder Horse ingredient at least. Which I guess has the taste of something smoky if it's cinder. Though I've never heard of cinder being used in tea in real life, but... Okay, well, you can't go in, so there you go. That's your answer. Okay, let's move on. Who's this? We need puzzles, people. Hey guys, what you doing there? Hello, young man. We're looking for pieces of a torn photograph. Have you seen any pieces around? Yeah, the wind blew this thing by me. Is this what you two are looking for? The law of the playground is finders keepers, but you can't have it if you solve this puzzle. Alright then. Disappearing Acts. Act 1. Here's a classic puzzle. Oh, yeah, I think I know what this is. It's becoming like an addiction. Here's a classic puzzle. The rules are simple. You can move any ball on the board below as long as it satisfies the following conditions. To move, jump your selected ball over an adjacent space occupied by another ball into an empty space on the other side. You can't jump diagonally. Once you've made the jump, the ball you jumped over disappears from the board. To complete the puzzle, you must remove all balls from the board except for one. Okay, enough rules, try it for yourself. There is a puzzle that's exactly like it in Super Mario RPG, which I streamed not long ago. The important part is to not get yourself stuck. And I think I'm stuck already. Having said that, yeah, there. Okay.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Well done. This is one configuration of a puzzle known as Peck Solitaire. As the name suggests, the traditional version of this game is played with pegs that you insert into holes in the game board. Yeah, but this one was easy because there's only so few balls, so there's only so many different combinations of moves that you can do. But it's probably gonna come back again later and in a harder version of the same thing with many more balls. Okay, I get it now. Thanks for your help. Here's a photo scrap, just like I promised. There used to be lots more people in Full Sense way back when, but then everyone just up and left. How would you know? How old can you be? Okay, 3 more, he said, I think. Well, I've just been through here. He's the vampire? Ah, he doesn't age. Like Kirsten Dunst in that vampire film. What was the title again? Interview with a Vampire or something? I want to be your Kirsten Dunst, Mr. Poole. Oh, and why is that? It's what I heard from the people who went treasure hunting in that dusty castle outside town. They also said that a vampire with big fangs lives up there. Yikes! Are you talking about the vampire they say lives up in Herzen Castle? Well, gosh, if you knew what I was talking about, why'd you make me explain it? Anyway, even though the whole fang thing sounds creepy, that old vampire is nothing to be scared of. As long as you have a crust or some garlic, you'll be right as rain. Actually, I bet you a slice of garlic bread would be enough to do the trick. Garlic bread. Listen, I meant to ask you two, do you know what this is? The wind blew it over here earlier. Oh, that's one of the photograph scraps we're looking for. Well then, you should have it. I was going to throw it away. No puzzle? Okay. In the shop. There was one here as well. There are too many people in this town who prize gold and silver above all. Just rub yourself down with garlic. In my opinion, the real treasures of Full Sense are those items that have witnessed its long history. He won't want to eat you then. Kinda like if you rub anything that has like lemon in it or something on you, then mosquitoes stay away from you. Luke, is that another of the... Well, actually, mosquitoes are after your blood too, so I guess it's kinda similar. Luke, is that another of the missing fragments of our photograph I see? One more left. Let's try. Let's see. This guy maybe? Looking for something maybe? We're looking for scraps of a torn photograph. Have you seen anything of the sort? So rubbish then, yeah? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I saw one over by the gate to the forest. But anyway, I just have to tell you how amazed I am at the number of out-of-towners I've met today. I just met a girl who wanted directions to Herzen Castle, and now I bump into you two. A girl, you say? She looked like a classy lass, probably in her late teens. She's not with you two, then. You must be talking about Katya, Professor. She would certainly fit the description. Do you think she's after Duke Herzen's fortune? I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something is odd, that's for certain. Mosquitoes are actually tiny vampires. Yeah, and a lot more annoying when they buzz around your ears when you're trying to sleep. Hate those things. Because then they keep me up all night because I have to chase them and try to squash them or on the wall or something. I can't rest until I found it. We must make our way to the forest gate before the wind blows our clue away. You don't want tea? I'm going back and forth just in case these people want tea now. Come to think of it, I think someone wanted tea in the hotel. Or maybe I already gave it to them. What good does mosquitoes actually do in the world? Spreading disease? I guess they're food maybe for other useful insects or animals. I don't know. They must have a place somewhere in the food chain. It's like no one wants tea anymore. Okay, I'm going to go the long way around. Just checking places a second time. All they do is annoy people and animals, suck blood and make us itchy, and get eaten and beaten. I guess they do exist to get eaten then. Well, I might be at the end of this chapter, I think. Come to think of it, but no, I didn't have the tea that this guy wanted, so he might not give me a second puzzle now. Meanwhile, elsewhere. So would you say he comes to town fairly often? Oh yes, I mean, think about it, he takes the Molentory Express for free whenever he wants. I suppose that's one of the perks of owning your own railway, eh? Oh, and whenever I see him around, he's always with some hippie in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10, I've seen him as having a go at the conductor about one thing or another. He seems to be searching for something, though. I don't know what. I don't know what. But whatever it is, it must be pretty special if a rich guy like him can't buy it. I still don't see the fuss over this Elysian box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box. Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I've just received word from headquarters. His alibi checks out. Is that so? Then that's that, isn't it? Is that... Oh, yeah. Barton, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects at the hotel and we'll put this case to bed. But, sir, if we know who the murderer is, shouldn't we make the arrest and be done with it? What? Barton, sometimes I think you might be the thickest Bobby I've ever met. There's no greater thrill in the life of a detective than accusing a guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment this whole case has been building towards. Now, gather everyone up on the double. Yes, sir. A true professional, this guy. There it is. Talk about a spooky place. Do you think the path beyond that gate leads to the castle, Professor? From what I can tell, yes. Gosh, anyone who would live out in the middle of a spooky forest like that must be a little batty. No wonder people think whoever's out there is the vampire. Yeah, so he thinks he's found the murderer. I believe he thinks it's the owner of the railway, and he's not arresting the guy. Just he wants everyone to gather up to witness the arrest or something because he wants to be the star of the show. So that's why I said a real professional. This guy. Now that we've recovered them all, let's see if we can't piece the photograph back together. The torn photo. Well, it's just a puzzle. How hard can this be? I'm not sure. I'm just trying things out. Yeah, so dumb indeed. Well, isn't it just a picture of the Elysian box itself? Oh, like this? Yeah. This one goes at the bottom. So does this one. No. Rotate it a bit more, like this. Submit.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake!
You did it, but what on earth is this a picture of? I'd say it's the top of the Elysian box. It's got the sort of a... Well, I guess it does sort of have that goat head thing in the middle, but it's also part of a bigger head that looks like a toad or something. There, that's all of it. It's like a ram inside a frog. Gosh, Professor. Yeah. Look, were I to venture a guess, I'd say that what we see before us is the illusion box itself. Oh look, the design on the top of the box looks the same as the one in front of the fountain. Yes, I noticed the resemblance myself. What an unusual emblem. The imagery seems to resemble some sort of monster, doesn't it? Well, that seems appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, the box did kill poor Dr. Schrader after all. Well, perhaps it did, and perhaps it didn't. We won't know until we have the actual item in our hands. For now, our best course of action might be to show this photo to the townsfolk and see what they say. Sounds good to me. Who knows, maybe the photo will help jog someone's memory or... Ah! Monster, what are they seeing? I don't know. What are we going to do now? The wind blew away one of the photo pieces. This is quite an unfortunate turn of events. Come on, guys! With that piece missing, the emblem looks completely different. Less evil and more like, a frog. What if we lose any more pieces? It won't look like anything at all. Let's paste the remaining pieces down so we don't lose any more to the wind. You had one job! Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, the Goat Emblem. A large ominous symbol in the shape of a goat's head decorates the top of the illusion box. The same symbol can be spotted in the town of Fulsenst. What connection exists between the box and the town? Rumors have surfaced regarding a vampire... No, okay, yeah. Wait, was it already there now? Terrified of such talk, not a soul in Fulsenst dares to go near the castle. Could the vampire actually be living up in Arisen Castle? Yeah, okay, never mind. Still can't go there. Professor Layton, sir. Barton, my good man. Whatever is the matter? The inspector has found the person responsible for Dr. Schrader's murder. I have strict orders to round everyone up at the hotel as quickly as possible, sir. Understood. We shall head there without delay. Come, Luke. Let's hurry. Okay, did I lose any puzzles? I didn't say that I missed any. I've solved 90 so far. Well, let me check everywhere, perhaps. Yep, no puzzles left behind this time. Or I guess I could always look for puzzles later. Let's go to the hotel instead. I'll talk to people on the way, but... Okay, no puzzles. If you ever feel like you need to unwind, love, you know where I am. There's now, like, a bit of cabaret. Refreshes the parts that nothing else can. That's what I always say. Luke's face. Like, what is she talking about, Professor? Nothing a gentleman should ever do, Luke. Let's go. Ah, there's another puzzle. No one in this town ever wants to hang out with me, so I'm always all by myself. What do you say? I know a pretty good game called Solve the Puzzle. Wanna play? Is this gonna be another puzzle like before? Ah, no. Never mind. Can Conundrum. A number of identical cans are hanging from a tree. While all the cans here may look empty, one is actually filled with water. See if you can find it. When deducing your answer, ignore the weight of each string and stick. While Layton is in the back like... Yeah, I guess Layton knows what's what. One is actually filled with water. And ignore the weight of each string and stick. ignore the weight? Ah, yeah, of the strings and stick. Yeah, alright. Well, I'm tempted to say it's A, because it's the only way that that one can counterbalance the weight of all the other empty cans on the to the right of it. And it's that one can filled with water that's keeping everything balanced like this. Yeah, I'm tempted to say A. But I don't know if my logic is sound, though.
This should do the trick.
Well, I guess that was the
Huh.
correct
Wonderful.
logic. The biggest stick connects to the branch at a point left of the center of the stick. 4 cans hang from each side of this big stick, but because the string holding it to the tree is left of center, the set of 4 cans on the left must be heavier than the ones on the right. A, B, C, and D all hang from the left side of the big stick. However, judging by the number of cans and the positions of the strings, it's easy to see that A is the heaviest. Yeah, well, that's what I imagined in my mind, anyway. Oh, I knew that puzzle was gonna be too easy for you, but I'm just a kid, so what did you expect? I don't know any harder ones, but some of the grown-ups in town might. Well, speaking of which, let's go back to the hotel, and there might be another puzzle for me there. Can you believe that girl left full sense just because some boy dumped her? What a wimp. Yeah, you already said this. I'm just a kid. Are you sure about that? Yeah. Vampire, stay away from me. My lady? No, okay, there's nothing there. This guy still doesn't have any puzzles. Alright, to the hotel then. Just gonna be suspicious of everyone. Mr. Layton, so glad you could finally join us so I can rub my right answer in your face. I've solved the mystery before you. With you here, we now have every suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room. A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Edward Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large, but look around you. You could very well be sitting next to the culprit. A suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason could I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? Yeah, the whole town is vampires. But I don't know, do vampires... Are vampires so partial to tea, though, I wonder? But slow on the uptake, eh? Mr. Beluga, every person in this room is after the Elysian box. That box ties each of you to our dead man. So there's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. I'm sure putting this case together has been a triumph of police work, Inspector. So tell me, what facts have you unearthed these last few days? Even you and me, Rudy? I don't sleep in a coffin, yet. So I'm at least pretty sure about me, but what about you? Now watch closely, Mr. Layton. This is how we unravel mysteries at the yard. You have my full attention, Inspector. Please, hypothesize away. It's actually vampires who drink tea instead of blood. I first learned the full sense through evidence. Then I guess if all vampires drink tea, then you and me are vampires then. I first learned the full sense through evidence obtained in the late doctor's apartment. According to his notes, Schrader spent quite some time here in town researching the Elysian box. When I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London, everything became crystal clear. I believe our criminal first spotted the doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysian box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the doctor to London and murdered him. Sophisticated vampires, yeah. Oh ho, now that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So out with it then. Who's our man? You, stupid. Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarize, the culprit must have been to Falsense before. What's more, this person must have also had the ability to travel freely between here and London. Now, as we all know, only those affiliated with the Molentery Express have that ability, and now all eyes turn to Mr. Beluga, eh? Well, turn them back. Mr. Beluga stated he was in London conducting business that day, and his alibi checked out. What, the conductor? That's right, our murderer stands before us, and his name is... Sammy Thunder. They drink tea instead of blood, sleep in a bed instead of a coffin, and the worst of all, the puzzles. They need puzzles instead of bloods. And they need puzzles instead of blood to not die. It's their source of immortality. What, you gotta be kidding, man? I know Mr. Beluga ordered you to turn over every stone in this town to find the Elysian box. He worked you like a dog and you resented that treatment. So you decided you'd beat him to the punch and make off with the precious box. This is an outrage, Samuel! What do you have to say for yourself? I'm being framed, you're out of your gourd, man. Now I see why the box eluded me for so long. You've been holding out on me, Samuel. No, I haven't, I swear on my favorite leather trousers. Come on, Uncle, you know me. I'm a wild card, but I'd never do anything as crazy as that. Yeah, I'm not sure He says, off your gourd. I don't know. You'll have plenty of time to make Gourd Lake. Yeah, it all checks out. It's all connected. You'll have plenty of time to make your excuses later from your cell, that is. Now, come along. So the conductor did it. I didn't think he had it in him, but at least we can all rest easy now. Professor, do you really think Sam could have committed such an awful crime? Well, all we have to go on is this single torn photograph recovered from the doctor's apartment. I think I'm too tired, lol. Oh, so that's the Elysian box. Wow, very fancy. I like the cute goat design on the top. What? You couldn't see it from the photograph. Oh my, Flora. Thank you, Flora. I knew something didn't feel quite right, but thanks to you, it's all come into focus. Really? Do tell, Professor. How could she tell?
Oh, come on, officer, man. My only crime is rocking, and rocking ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
You come along quietly if you know what's
Punk.
good for you. Just
Hooligan.
a moment, Inspector Shelby. I believe we've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysian box that we've been looking for. The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph. And? Get to the point! The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysian box looks like is the suspect you're after. And it is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place.
I wasn't ready for the sudden voice acting.
And
Yeah.
the slippery
Was
fellow right
sort of
here.
out of nowhere, but I guess it's only reserved for those important scenes, and this is gonna be an important one.
Ow! Take it easy, officer.
Put down, you
I knew he would call him hooligan at some point.
And watch the hair, will ya? What?
Sorry to disappoint, but he's
Oh
not
yeah, drinking
culprit.
tea all the while.
What? Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs? Isn't it obvious?
Flora.
If the criminal does indeed reside
true
in our
gentleman.
midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person. Which
Or
means
vampire.
the culprit. Must be you there.
What?
If it was the real Flora, that would be a bit far-fetched, but we practically know that it's not the
Inspector,
real
look here.
Flora, so...
That's the photo I dropped. Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing.
So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess? To be honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Aha!
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke. Inspector, the emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat.
A goat? Not by my eyes, it doesn't.
That's just it. This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat.
I would not
did you not?
define that as cute either. It's a pretty scary goat. It's kind of like some kind of satanic symbolism or something.
Well, that clears things up nicely. If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before.
Well...
Who are you really?
I think it's cute. Girl has weird tastes.
Well played, Layton. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise.
Don Paolo! Curse you, Layton. Curse you and that foppish hat of yours. Don Paolo! I beat you to the box, and given a little more time, I would have beaten you to cracking its secret. You! Yeah, taking like the skin off or something. And of course, the heirs and fortune would have been mine. But that ship has sailed now, so you're the one who had the Elysian box all along. Another brilliant deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from the best. Yeah. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole it off that old fool while he was snoozing on the floor. The geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care on one iota. Snoozing? But Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor? Hey, wait a second. If you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering all this time. She's probably making very small crop circles in that old dropstone barn I left her in. Or maybe she's just sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian box. Now I need merely take this box to the... Hold it right there, you scoundrel! Ah! I've got a lot of questions, and you will answer them once I've escorted you back to London. Where do you think you're going? Ah, got you, you slippery devil! Ah, you meddlesome oaf! You have no idea just how slippery I can be. Alright, don't just stand there, the worm's getting away. Yeah, fool, did you really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me? So long, Layton. Yeah. Think you can give me the slip, eh? I'll catch you yet. Oh, wait for me, Inspector. Lupin! Mate. Wow, look at the pair of them shake a leg. I didn't think they'd had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. I just hope the real Flora is okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Of course we won't, but I'm sure Flora is having a grand old time playing with the cows. Another thing I can't get out of my head is what Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. Really, you were quick to guess? What? To guess what? The way he was talking, it didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader, but if he didn't, who did? I think you're spot on there, Luke. Something else is responsible for the doctor's death. Well, didn't Don Paolo already pose as someone in the first game? And besides, we had already seen him hiding in the shadows before, so... I think, wasn't he already... Yeah, he posed as Chelmy before, yeah, so... I mean, it wasn't too far-fetched to think that he might be posing as Flora as well. Because it couldn't be the real Flora when she came back, because if she had been... If someone had tried to abduct her, like we saw, obviously the first thing she would mention when she went back to Layton and Lucas say, someone tried to grab me or something, but she didn't. So it was probably the person who tried to abduct her or something. and someone else posing as her, and if anyone was posing as someone, it would be Don Paolo. That's what I thought. Especially since we had seen him before, so we already knew he would be in the game. Possibly posing as someone. Right now, I'd say the illusion box is the key to learning what that something is. Then it looks like we've reached a dead end. If only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the... Professor, look! He left it behind. Well, look at that. Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running away from Inspector Chelmy. So this is it, the illusion box. At last the box. Inside sleeps the key to unlocking my family's fortune. I beg your pardon, sir? Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As a son of the late Duke Harrison, I am the rightful owner of that box. This box belongs to the Harrisons? You hard of hearing, boy. Inside this box is the key to cracking the secret of the Harrison fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Oh my, that does change things. I suppose we'll have to. Mr. Beluga, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to that box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter. You listen here, Porter. This is none of your business, so I suggest you keep your cake all shut. No, I'm sorry, but I won't stand by and watch you claim that box as your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to that box, it is the current Duke of Fulsense himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back on this town and left of your own free will. In my book, your claim to the fortune was lost the day you walked out of Fulsense. Oh, is that so? You've got some nerve, you know that. If what Krantz says is true, I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Uncle, what do you say we give up on chasing this box? I'm sick of sneaking around all the time. Don't you dare tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel. I think you've forgotten who got you your job, sorry. I never even wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Plus, playing errand boy is getting old, man. It's more than a guy like me can take. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9-to-5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock out. Hey, world, I'm climbing back on the rock train and riding it to the top. Yeah! Samuel, what are you babbling on about? Come back here at once. I'm sorry, Mr. Beluga, but I think I'll have to hold on to this box for the moment. Fine, do what you want. I hope that awful box curses all of you twice over. So do I have to bring it to the vampire now? Is he the rightful owner of the box or something? Another mystery solved. Beluga was searching for the illusion box, which he believed contained clues regarding the vast Harrison family fortune. As a member of the Harrison family, he felt entitled to any family riches, though some people in Fulsense strongly objected to his claims. So it seems Don Paolo wasn't responsible for the doctor's death at all. Maybe it really was the illusion box that killed him. Yes, it sounds like he was already on the floor by the time Don Paolo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain the lethal element that killed the doctor. But without opening the box ourselves, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open the box. It's the only way. Please, just hold on a moment. Katja? Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance. Before I do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you? Oh, let me guess. She's gonna replace Flora and travel around town with me. Because she wants to uncover the mystery of the box, but they're not just gonna let her have it, right? I'm sorry, it's not for me to say. But I must deliver that box to somebody important. I must. Who is this person? I can't tell you anymore, but once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end and everything will be over and done with. And he'll... My dear, what is it that you're getting at? Help! Somebody! Anybody! Come quickly! Somebody else just got taken away to Harrison Castle. The vampire is going to suck his blood and then he'll steal his soul. Just tell us, Katja. Yeah. Why did it have to be him? Why? That guy had a heart of gold. Who? Sammy Thunder? What? No, that's impossible. Wait, Katja, where are you running off to? She certainly left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her off. Do you know what she was talking about, Professor? I could barely follow what she was saying. I'm as confounded as you are, Luke, but after our discussion, I am doubly sure now that this box contains a secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening the box seems to be the only course of action left to us. Understood, Professor? Good. Then let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes.
Finally, the Elysian box.
Indeed, Luke.
Well, I guess it just doesn't open, right? There's a keyhole and everything. All that build up for nothing, I bet. No? Ah, no, okay. Professor Layton and Luke died that day.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Well, talk about
The
anticlimactic.
box is empty, and we're still alive.
Then it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
Ah, no puzzles were sent to Granny. We must head back into town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions. Well, I'll just check, just to be sure that there are no puzzles left at the Granny. Crud. Because I did press the button quite quickly. Let's see. That guy wants tea. Well, I can't get to the Granny regardless, so... Well, okay. Let's just check what type of tea he wants. What sort of divination do you have in mind? There's this tea with always a sleeve in it that lets you predict people's love lives. Wow, I've never heard of any tea like that. Professor, can we try making a cup, please? Well, we'll give it a go, but tell me, sir, whose love life will we be forecasting? Well, I'm a handsome lad, so I don't really need my romantic fortune told. But if you're brewing it anyway, I'll read the leaves when it's done. That sounds fine. Now let's get to brewing, shall we? Ah, something smoky. Well, okay. Yep, don't have it. Yep, exactly. Requires something smoky. Well, okay, that's gonna be all from me for tonight. Gonna create a restore point as well, just to be sure. Okay. And then I'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll continue this. I probably won't be done tomorrow night, but I should be done on Saturday, which I guess is good, because that way, Monica, you should be able to catch the end of the game too, since you said that you were leaving for camping on Sunday. So since you requested this game yourself, at least you should be able to see all of it. And then I'll pick something else to play after. At least that way you will not miss anything that you were really eager to see. There's that at least. Well, thanks for your help tonight, for helping out with tea making and puzzle solving. I greatly appreciate it. And I should see you guys tomorrow then. And I hope that I can get another good night's sleep tonight so I can be refreshed tomorrow night so that I can solve these puzzles just fine. Okay, take care then, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yep, you too. Sleep well too. Sweet dreams.